Bloodstock 25. Let me try that one again. Bloodstock 2024. So looking forward to next year. And we have final Coil. You guys playing the New Blood stage, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. At 5:15 today.
5:15 on a very sunny Friday evening. So how did you end up on the New Blood stage? Were you invited? Did you win something?
Well, it was amazing actually, because we were out promoting our third album, which meant that we weren't really able to do the Metal to the Masses heats this year, as much as we kind of love that process. And Simon Hall put out an open call for bands, and we put in an application, and he came back to us, and I'm still sort of picking my jaw up off the floor from that now.
So where else are you guys from? Which Metal to the Masses would you have gone through if you...
We played in Leicester a couple of times.
Yeah.
And we got through to the final, I forget what year now.
2016?
It seems like a long time ago now.
It was, yeah. Wow. 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, 2016 I think was the first year that we actually had a presence at Bloodstock, so it's a fair while back. So what are people going to expect from a final Coil show?
A bit of everything.
Yeah. On record we're very nuanced. We're obviously a very progressive kind of band, but on stage I think we take our cues from a lot of the kind of alternative kind of punk rock bands of the 90s, so we kind of have that kind of visceral energy of bands like Alice in Chains and Nirvana. So we really put a lot of heart and soul into our shows. But yeah, we try to make the sets flow like an album, so we'll start with something a little bit heavier, then take a bit more of a kind of ethereal sort of edge, and we try and take the listener on a journey really. We put a lot of thought into how we sequence our sets.
So, have you been to Bloodstock before, I take it though?
I've been coming here most years since 2008.
Wow, okay. Was it still the indoor festival back in 2008?
No, I think it had been outdoor for a couple of years at that point, but funny enough it was Opeth headlining that year as well.
Oh wow, fair enough. I know, just getting the same bands time and time again, seriously. Festival organisers, you can't win. All right, doesn't matter. So tell us a bit more about the Leicester scene. You didn't make your way through the Metal to the Masses the years that you entered, but there are obviously a bunch of bands out there that we should be paying attention to. You want to name check a few of your mates that are playing in the scene down there?
Yeah. I mean, the Leicester scene has a load of very good bands. One band we particularly like is Wallow, and another would be Mage, who I think are very well known and have played Bloodstock numerous times before. I think it's Running with Knives, I think, the band that actually went through this year. Yeah, very, very good band. And then you've got bands like Internal Conflict, who've been on the scene for a long time, and again they've played Bloodstock a fair few times, and deservedly so. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of bands who are going to be screaming at me for forgetting their names. Do you want to throw any more in there?
No, he's asking me.
So if I've forgotten you, I apologise, and please put it down to the fact that I'm nervous as hell.
And that's before they've played. So why do you keep coming back to Bloodstock? You've been here since like 2008 on and off. Why do you keep coming back here? Why didn't you go to go to Download? Why not go there?
To be fair, I do like Download, and we go to that a few times. But I mean, Bloodstock, it's a much more niche festival. I think it's got a much more family kind of atmosphere. You see a lot of the same people year on year on year, and it's amazing because you have that community. And I think the festival itself is small enough that you can pretty much get to see anything and everything you want to see, which is always really good. And of course, the big thing for us is it champions small bands, which not a lot of festivals do. I enjoy music at kind of all levels, and I think festivals like Download in the past, Reading Festival, Glastonbury, they're great. But a lot of them have taken their eye off the ball when it comes to kind of independent bands and the smaller artists. And Bloodstock is here kind of putting them in a really great stage. It's actually amazing the size of, you said the size of the New Blood stage is, amazing.
It's impressive. Yeah, you can actually run around on it.
Ooh, don't tell me that. It might be 10 minutes before we start the set.
So you mentioned the third album that you were doing the promo for. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Where can people get hold of it? That's the important thing.
Oh, well, the album came out January the 16th through Slip Through It Records. It's available on CD and download, and I think we'll be looking to do a vinyl maybe around its 1 year anniversary, something definitely to look at. You can get it directly from our Bandcamp, but it's also on Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Apple Music, or whatever it's called now. Basically anywhere that has electricity you should be able to find it. It's called The World We Inherited, and it's the final part of the trilogy that we began in 2017 with Persistence of Memory, because we are that pretentious.
Well, Right, so the links for those, if you're watching this on our website, just go down. Obviously, with any of the bands we feature, we always put all the social links and band camps and stuff down there to get a hold of the copy or give it a listen. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your set, and we'll keep an eye out for you. Cheers.